Hi guys, today I'm not talking about farming, I'm not talking about health. I'm just going to talk about life lately and how I started a media company. Not only did I start a media company, the week I started a media company, I got 4 jobs. So which means my business already started paying me from the week I started. So if you want to know what I did, if you want to know how I started, please stick with this video because I'm going to be putting both the occasions that I covered, what I thought about, how it came to my mind, how I created my logo, every single thing I did to start this company and how I even employed staffs. So right now, I cover events, corporate events, birthdays, anything coverable, anything you want to show people physically, I'm involved. So let's do it. So 3 years ago, I started content creation. I lost my dad and I didn't know what to do with myself. And that was, I just started shooting videos just to, get my mind off things. And so I, picked up the camera and I was just shooting vlogs. And that was how I started content creation. And I realized that I love to shoot. That's another thing. If you want to start a media company, please, you have to enjoy the process. You have to like to shoot. If you don't love your job, you cannot excel in it. Like, I love to shoot. I love animals. I have a farm. I don't see animals as dirty. I can enter into my poultry farm. It might be smelling. It doesn't smell. But I do not even perceive it. I hold the chickens with my hands because I love my job. So it was born out of love to passion, then creating monies. Now, content creation. When I started creating those videos, I found out that I love to create videos. And I started learning, a lot about video editing from my phone. Please always remember, I started with 3 years ago with an iPhone 13. And before I knew it, the brand started coming. Oh, I love how you shoot. I was like, really? What I want to tell you is that I started upgrading. I will be upgrading and I'll be learning on the job. Because one thing with me, once I start something, I do not back down. I will try to learn and learn and learn. And so I came across some pages on social media with, better views, with like better lenses, those creamy videos, those videos that look so alluring, so beautiful that you just want to keep on watching. You're not even listening to what they're saying, but you're watching the videos. And I now asked a friend, I'm like, God, please, I would have sent a person a DM. I'm like, I love your videos. Please, what did you use to shoot your videos? And the person would tell, and she replied, oh, I use a camera. I'm like, okay. Now, because of my passion for videos, because of my passion for shooting, I would always ask them, oh, what camera? And so after a year, but by that time, I was already building my brand, already having jobs. I had this international job that paid me $1,500 then, and that's what I charged them, and they did not even price. And I was like, wow, I should have priced more. This job took me to Abuja, where I went to Almat Farms. If I have time, I'm going to be putting the videos by the side of my screen so you can see that this is not an inspirational talk. This is real life. So where I went to Almat Farms and I shot for them. It was for an international agro company, but they were not reaching out to me because I'm a farmer. They were reaching out to me because of my video skills and because of the platform I've built on other social media pages. It's my YouTube that actually suffers more, but I'm going to tell you, you will not suffer again. I am here to give you the behind the scenes that I cannot see on other platforms because I want to connect with people. And when that job came, as at 3 years ago, $1,500. I got another job from an international company, $1,000. In fact, that year, I made close to $5,000 in social media, just videos and having a platform. And it opened my eyes to content creation. So there's a possibility in content creation. And over the years, I have represented both Detour brand, iFitness brand. I've worked with lots and lots of brands. So many brands. In fact, I can only call off have been a lot of brands, So I started saying, what can I do to be better? I don't see myself as an influencer. I always say I am a creative. I am a digital creator. So if you're watching this video, you can check out my page on other platforms. I would put out the page here by the side of the screen so you guys can see it. But that's not the gist. The gist is just telling you about my life lately. So after 3 years, I'm still doing what I do while farming. Of course, you guys know I also own a farm, own farms, two farms, and I got this as a side gig. I shoot videos. Then I now said I got a camera, and that time I got a Canon camera with a lens, and I paid somebody to teach me how to shoot with a camera, because when you have a camera, it's different from shooting with your phone. I got my first camera 2 years ago. I paid the person and I learned how to shoot. Basically, I'm not really that time. At that time, I just wanted to just know my way around the camera. I was not interested in shooting like I am shooting a film. I just wanted to be having clean aesthetic videos, and to push my craft. Because one thing with this is that you have to be better. You have to keep on pushing your craft. And so I started shooting with the cameras. I learned lighting, I learned everything, and then I started being interested and very much more interested in the media, still on social media. And then I said, okay, I'm tired of editing with my phone because of my eyes, and I needed a laptop. I got a laptop. So with time I started gathering content creation gears, and I entered into becoming a professional creator. I started I will be putting the gears on the screen. I started, getting gears like this. Days over time, I got a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I got a GoPro 12, just with time, over time. All this is we are bought within 3 years. Yeah, within 3 years. I just kept on accumulating. And then this year, I thought about having a physical company, because sometimes some of my friends would say, oh, please come and shoot me for this event. I was just doing it free of charge. They're like, okay, if you're having this birthday, okay, let me shoot you, and I'll just give them the files. But I now thought about having a physical company, like, I can cover events. Not only, I was not even looking at weddings, like corporate events, dedications, in fact, everything coverable. And so when I went for summer, I got a drone. Before I got that drone, I came across a page where I love the aerial view, or the drones, what they gave, everything. I was like, so I sent a message to the person. I'm like that. I would always inquire. I'm very, very, very inquisitive. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why. I want to know, how did you get this? And so I sent a message to the person, and he said, oh, he used a drone. I said, okay, what type of drone? So he told me. So when I went for summer, I traveled in May to the United States. I got a drone and I paid a tutor to teach me how to fly. Because, like I said, anything I'm interested in, I do not back down. So I flew the drones, I learned, and I came back to Nigeria. And I started, and I said, look, drones are not for social media, of course. They're like physical coverages. So you have to go to the sites physically. Like when people call you to cover their events, weddings with drones and all of that, it's a physical job. So which means, since I have a drone, I already have camera, I already have lenses, I already have lights, I already have tripod stands over the years, because I'm a digital creator that likes to improve herself. I'm a digital creator that loves to bring on my A game. I have some, couple of things. I'm like, this can work. I have to create a media company. And so I went to ChatGPT first for a logo. I know that these days you guys pay designers, logo designers, but no, I have a mother company called Vilandra Limited. I have a sub company under the mother company called Landra Farms, which you guys know. And I want to use this name for my media company, Landra Media. Please create a logo that will cover what I am, ready to do, which is shooting of videos, coverage. I'm looking at radio in the future. Trust me. Yeah, I'm looking at radio in the future, video coverages, photography, every single thing, media coverage. And they gave me this logo, and I love the logo after so many tries. One thing with ChatGPT that I want you to know, you can talk to it like a friend. If you don't like the results it gives you, you tweak it. You keep on tweaking it, and I got the logo. And so I sent the logo to a place where they actually print out the logo. I got 6 shirts because my team for now is a 6-man team, with my brand, Landra Media. And that is it. That was the first step. First is a logo. What is the second step? The second step, I knew that I needed to register my company. I needed to make it official. And so I called my lawyers and I am fully registered. This is the certificate of incorporation with Landra Media. Yeah, I like to do things the right way because whenever I start a brand, I do not look at the now. I look at the bigger picture. I look at what I'm going to look at in the future, where I'm heading to. Even if I am not yet at that place, but I put steps in place, before I launch. So that's what I want to tell somebody. If you want to launch a company, please start from the basics. Like I said, this growth was over like 3 years. I started playing with phones, started playing with other things, started playing with editing, grew a brand off social media, on social media, and then I now have a physical company. So that is why I have this Landra Media. Second thing I did, after having this, I had to create an account, a Landra Media account. So I did an account for this, and then now I have to come to the public and say, this is what I do. And so I made my first post on other social media pages about my brand. I created a new page on social media. It has about like 120 followers. I started from the scratch, from 0.0. If you're watching this video and you're inspired, I want you to please follow this page, because the page is where I post all my jobs. I also post behind the scenes, what people, need to see, the post-production of my events, and all of that. You guys should please follow the page and, encourage me on that. Let me know that, oh, I'm from YouTube. I know that my community here is small, but I know that I'm going to grow because I have so much to offer. And so I created that page, and the minute I announced that page, guys, it was humbling. I cried. I had about 4 jobs that week. This was a new company that has never come out, but people had faith in me. And let me tell you why they had faith in me, because I started small. Because over the years, I have been shooting videos for companies on social media. People pay me, put their brands on my platform because they have seen my work. That's what I want to say. Please do not say because I came out. No, people believed in me because your skill, you keep on bettering yourself over time. They have seen your works. They know you are capable. So they booked me for a job. My first job was from a friend, Miss Rosie. She's amazing. She told me, Onye, you're going to cover my events, my private events, my birthday. And I did it excellently well, as you can see on the screen. I'm sure as I'm talking, the videos are playing on the screen. I got there with my team and I did the videos. And when I posted that video on my page, that's another thing, be ready. Let your first video be good enough for people to follow you. That's what I want to say here. That's another reason why they followed. They were shocked that this was my first video that I'm putting out. And so they came to me, few people followed me. Of course, it's okay. I don't even mind. Even if I have 100 that actually believes in me, I do not mind. But I was blown away by the comments like, it's high time, it is high time, it is high time. And so my client she was impressed. She was so impressed. She was so happy. And the next week I got another job, a child dedication. And at this point in time, it's not about the money for me. It's about putting my A game. It's about putting my best in what I do. It's about, so for now, I'm still, I'm not really looking at the monetary angle. When you want to build and when you want to enter into the market, you give your best. Let clients refer you. And she referred me, and he said, you know what, you are covering my child dedication and the church and the reception. And I said, say no more, I'm going to deliver. So you can see on the screen, I covered the dedication, I was in church, and with my team, it was overwhelming for me as a first timer. Trust me, as I stood there, my people. But I was like, you're here, you're going to shoot, because I had that worry of, gosh, what if my camera goes off? What if, I don't deliver and it's not happy with my job? Because as a first timer, I don't have worries over farming because I've been in it for a long time. I've built trust and integrity over time. But this is a new company and it's a new field. I'm still learning per se because I'm asking other creators, other media companies, okay, how do you charge for these? What do you look out for? So it's not about knowing how to shoot. I know how to shoot and edit, but there are other parts, administrative, workers, how do you schedule payments when you have a job? So those are the other parts I was worried about. But I pulled through, I came through, my clients were happy. And then I had a third job. My third job is going to come up this weekend, and I have another job. So guys, the point I just want to just say is this is my life lately. I'm excited because this is a new company, and people, one thing I know about Nigerians, and I want you to know, and that's why I would always love this country. We support people, we support our own. Now, this support, you should always look for support from your friends or family. If they give you, okay, if you're good, if you have, the support of your friends and family, that's good. But for me, over time, I've had support from some of my friends and my family. My family they are one of my biggest supporters, my sister. But I've had support from strangers, guys, people that do not know me, and it tells a lot about humanity, about people, people that are willing to take a chance on me, because these two clients, the first two videos I did, they're not my friends per se. They know me, but they gave me a chance to cover their events. And so this is why I want to just say that, look, I'm happy, I'm excited, and once in a while I'll be popping up here to talk about life lately with what has been going on with me. So this is why I've not posted anything in 1 week. This is why I have been trying to wrap my head around it, editing. I spent hours, videos, shooting near my team, and bringing up my A game. So that's what for the media company is going well. I've started. I also have a real estate job to drive a drone, because like I said, I also own drones, not a drone, drones, and I fly them myself. Now, one of the things I want to say before I forget is, when I was shooting those videos, people that actually knew me, some of them were saying, why are you shooting? When you see a girl holding a camera in church, they were like, why do you want shooting? Don't you have workers? I have workers, I can pay workers. But one thing I want to tell somebody starting up any company, whether agriculture, whether media, know it for yourself. Know this thing, it should be inside you, because if you do not know how to shoot, if you don't know how to behave on field events, how would you run that company? Even when you want to take the back seat, even when workers disappoint. So if your workers leave you and somebody calls you for a job, you will say, hey, God, the thing I don't like is about depending on people. I like to know it for myself. My workers know it, that, my farm workers know it. That's why when I hear of farmers that complain on how they pitch their managers, on how, look, if you're coming to my farm, I say it with my chest. People ask for Landra Farm, it's the lady that owns the farm, because I know my onions, not my manager. I taught them the job. You cannot know more than me. I say it with all humility. I trained to be a farmer. I paid, I learned and experienced. You can't take it away from me. And that is why I'm saying in this video, I decided to shoot myself to understand the business. It is different from learning how to hold a camera. I can shoot, but I need to get on the field with my boys and pass through and I need to dot my T's and cross my I's. So yes, even if my arms were paining me, my body was paining me, trust me, it's not easy to, follow people. It's not easy to go. It's not easy, but I would do it. If you call me for my services, I will come myself and I will fly for you. So for now, it's all about doing it for yourself, even when I have help, because I want to learn everything on the field. Like I said, I shoot exceptionally well. I do videos exceptionally well. But the field work, for these jobs I'm getting, because I do not want to also disappoint my clients, I am there. The job is like my baby. The way, I remember when I first started farming, I had managers, I had workers, but do you know that I'll wake up in the morning and feed my birds? I need to know their timing. I need to look at a bird and know whether it needs Lasota, whether I need to deworm the bird, or the bird has a Newcastle disease, or the bird has prolapse. You need to learn this thing by yourself. You need to enter your bloodstream for you to run a business. It's not easy. So that when you see problems or stuffs, when you encounter problems coming in, you can easily identify them. When your workers are giving you shit, it will also help to curb people from, taking advantage of you. So back to the story. So that's the reason why you will see me holding my cameras, you will see me doing my jobs myself. My boys will be there too, covering up some parts, but I will be there because I want them to also know that your madam knows how to shoot. Your madam knows how to edit. Your madam can do everything that you can do. To come to a point where I'll take the back seats, like I did with Landria Farms. I'm not always at the farm. I have a structure. I'm still a farmer. I come out to sell my birds. I come out to, but every rudiment in that farm, I know. Starting up a company is not easy. The whole of last week was really crazy for me. I had 2 jobs. I had, videos to submit. In between, I was selling my old layers. Go to my shots. See where I was selling my old layers. A lot of people came to buy chickens from me and everything. So it was fully packed last week, and they can still have eye bags, but it's going off. So that's it. Yeah, for people that asked about my dog, he's doing well, he's better. I really suffered. I spent so much on him. I had to take him to the vet. I had to even run a test on him, and they found out that he had an ear infection, so we had to give him antibiotics and drugs. He's doing much better. Point of it is that throughout last week was a crazy week. It was a crazy week for me, running between the farm and my media team and the jobs that I had to do. But I'm somebody that I run on adrenaline. Somehow I pulled through. This week is a calm week for me. This week is a week of me shooting YouTube videos back to back, telling people what is going on. I'm sorry I was not away last week. See me, I want to grow followers, and I'm like this, doing like this. Please pity me, because please share my channel, share my videos. There are a lot to learn, and I promise you, once in a while I'll take you on these jobs behind the scene. I have another job next week. I hope I can capture behind the scenes of that job. The point I want to say is, this is my life lately. I started a new company. The name is Landria Media. Please do well to follow us on all social platforms. There you will see how I cover events. You will learn a lot, also how to shoot. A lot of people have been asking me on the other platform on, please, do you train? For now, I do not train. I love to give out knowledge. If you're following my YouTube, you will learn a lot. I will train, but not now. I just started, and I have to understand the rudiments of the business before I train. So right now, I'm not looking at training, but I'm looking at perfecting my craft. I'm looking at pushing out myself out there. I'm looking at pushing. So this is why I'm here to say thank you to people who sat down to watch this video from the beginning to the end, and to tell you, and I'm so happy that your girl has started a media company, and she's scared, not so scared. She's happy, and it's not been easy. My eyes, it's not been easy, but I know that when starting a new job or a new company, it always goes with some form of stress, and I know that this is just for now. Much later it's going to be better, and all of that, we are going to stabilize, and that. So please book me. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you, and see you guys much later. Bye.